Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do a whip and chat here with Timu's Stained Glass Cardinals, what I'm calling it, or JY907. It's a 30 by 40 centimeters, 18 colors, and round drill. Okay, so we'll just hang out for a bit. Let's put that light on. Okay, 902. Oh, capital N. Hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. Yeah, we'll just hang out for a bit. N. Yeah, so it's just the female cardinal here. Oh, yeah. And part of the background. And, yeah, the final section. N. Okay. Oh, here we go. Hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. I don't know if I just said that, but yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm glad. I just saw like a TikTok video with somebody yelling at a Christmas tree or a tree in some downtown core that's already decorated with Christmas lights and stuff. Sure, for something like that, yeah, put the lights on, put the Christmas lights on, but just don't turn them on until a later date for Christmas stuff. Like, just let Halloween and Remembrance Day come. Yeah, that was basically a whip and chat. Probably been a couple whip and chats over a couple of years. Just Christmas stuff before November 11th is just way too much for me. So I think commemorating the lives lost to like 2 world wars is a little more meaningful than like a month-long Christmas holiday season celebration kind of thing at the end of the year. So yeah, we just all take a few minutes and remember the fallen for a small chunk of time, and then just go all Christmas like after, or holiday after all that. Like it's just irks me every time. But yeah, I went on a tangent in one of the whipping chats before this year, for sure. I think it was the last one, Santa Calm Down. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. That's one good way to dampen my whole viewpoint on the holiday season. It's just noise. Just, you have like total disregard for worldwide events that happened in history where lives were lost. But no, you're worried about retail sales and other stuff, getting people all hyped up for Christmas and all that holidays. There's plenty of time for that, and Christmas happens every year, so yeah, it's the same date. Not the same not the same day of the week all the time, because it moves around on the calendar, but yeah, it's still the 25th of December. For Christmas, that is. Other holidays are, yeah, various other locations on the calendar, but they probably occur around the same time or date range. So yeah, that kind of stuff can wait. It has its own time slot, but here we are. You shouldn't be hearing the word Boxing Week sale in October. Yikes, here we go again. Another tangent. But I'm glad I'd seen that TikTok about a fully decorated Christmas tree, like, before Halloween. But, yeah, I get that you have to be able to decorate it in a safe manner if there's, like, town employees and all that. Yeah, it has to be done before the weather turns, but doesn't mean you have to turn the lights on said tree. Like, it's an evergreen that was decorated with, yeah, how the tree that's usually decorated with Christmas lights. Yeah, evergreens. Yeah, pine trees, etc. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with, like, yeah, working safely and all that. Town employees have to do that. Decorate downtown cores and stuff. Like, yeah, put lights up and stuff for holiday stuff. But, doesn't mean the lights have to go on, like, right then and there. Can test them, yeah, to see if they work. Any maintenance issues, but do they have to be on, like, before Halloween? Like, Halloween's, like, tomorrow. Just let Remembrance Day come and go. 11/11. Yeah. Yeah. 11th hour, 11th day of the 11th month. Like, let that come and go, and then just go for it. Do the Christmas holiday stuff after all that. Even shortly after noon, November 11th. Just let Remembrance Day be commemorated and seen. Then just go all holiday, but it's just not happening anymore. I heard that Remembrance Day used to be a holiday, but yet it probably lost all its significance or true meaning, and people just thought it was a day off. Thought of it as another day off in November. So that's gone away. I wonder because it was just the way that it was perceived. Remember to say that is. So maybe, I'm not sure. I've only heard that it had been a holiday. Just a nationwide holiday up here. A few years back. So, yeah, high possibility. Like when my parents were younger, yeah, that kind of generation. Baby boomers, I think. Because I'm millennial. So I've apparently looked up. So, or, oh, excuse me, I heard it somewhere. Yeah, the various different generations. I'm millennial, so 1985, late 80s to early 90s, maybe. Yeah, I forget the range. They're listed somewhere. It's a quick Google search, I'm pretty sure, for the generation ranges. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll do this capital P background here. Yeah, 17. Yep. Yeah, that's blue. Yep. It's the dark blue here. Yeah, I got a few more details about the recall at a McDonald's in the States, or restaurants down in the States, due to the slivered onions that are used on the quarter pounders. They had E. coli or Listeria, or I think it was E. coli. That's their supplier down in the US. Up here, we probably have more food protocols or procedures to protect our food supply up here in Canada. So, the onion, it's possible to get E. coli up in onions up here, but I'm sure it'd be a really quick whiplash kind of reaction if food were to be contaminated or affected by listeria. But it would have to go through a pretty comprehensive tracking system. Like, it'd be recognized right away, kind of thing. Yeah, food inspection kind of thing. But, yeah. I think somebody passed away because of getting sick from said. Yeah, working in food for like 2 decades, just still hearing about that kind of stuff is still pretty unsettling. And that's why we have sanitizers and people should be washing their hands and yeah. Or could be the conditions where the onions were being stored, diced onions equipment wasn't cleaned like, yeah. It is possible for food to get contaminated with bacteria and stuff, like pretty common. But if the equipment's sanitized and taken care of after production runs and stuff, you don't run into that kind of stuff. So, but I don't exactly know what happened, but I know that it was the slivered onions that were supplied to certain McDonald's restaurants in the US that were affected. So, yeah, I don't know the food safety protocols down there, but get a pretty good idea up here in Canada for food safety stuff. So, but yet it could still happen up here. Like, yeah, food could still be affected in that manner up here in Canada, but I'm pretty sure there would be a quicker reflex or a quick reaction if something were to happen. Yeah, so that's why we gotta be careful with our food supply and traceability every step of the way, from manufacturer to store shelf or restaurant. Yeah, from field to plate, basically, for produce. Yeah. So yeah, just all too, you almost hear that a recall or something at least once or twice a week now for just some reason. And then like wood slivers and gummies of some sort. Like, where does my mom find this stuff? Like, just I guess on a general news site. It's good that that kind of stuff's on a news broadcast, but yeah, I hope it's in other media avenues like TikTok or something. Like, it's like, hey, watch out for foreign matter in these gummies if you eat them, or that's why we have like Julian dates, and that's why we have those Julian codes and expiry dates on stuff, so it can be tracked to the day it was manufactured, kind of thing. Yeah. That's why we have labels and coding and tracking every step of the way. What ingredients go into food, the labels being properly printed and readable and on the correct product. Yeah. It It's a big deal. It's a big deal up here. And I take it seriously. Because, yeah. You have your employer's company name, and we're kind of international for our egg-based products for my full-time. And McDonald's is worldwide. So even like food prep in itself, like if somebody's allergic to onions or is dairy sensitive, we're not putting onions or cheese on that burger. Kind of thing. Yeah. Accountability. Yeah. Open communication. Yeah. Because if nobody's communicating, like, it could be sickness or fatality. And it probably wouldn't take very much to linger between those two lines if somebody has a food allergy. Like taste or contact with an allergen could be not pretty for somebody. So yeah, no onion is fairly common, but onion could be an allergen for some people, or they just don't like the onions that we put on the burger. Fair, either way. Could be just like a taste thing. But yeah, onion could be seen as an allergen. I don't know if it's one of the major allergens. I think it's like peanuts, seafood, like fish, shelled nuts, mustard, yellow number 5 dye. Yeah, there's a few of the allergens. Gluten. Yeah, it's a more common one now. I think that's just more a dairy. Yeah, dairy is a given. I think that's more of a food. It's still considered an allergen, dairy. Yeah, it could be classified as a food sensitivity too, but I think like digestive discomfort. But if you're lactose intolerant, I think that's like a higher degree of reaction. So we'll just deem dairy as an allergen. Yellow number 5. Seafood. Mustard seed, I think. Oh gosh, there are a few of them, and there's different regions that have different allergens too. But I think for like a vast majority of Canada, there's quite a list of major allergens. But yeah, E. coli, yeah, that's just cross-contamination from cleaning practices and all that, or lack of proper cleaning procedures, etc. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I basically got a gift card for like a certain breakfast at a diner that we order takeout from on Saturdays usually. So I just went in and had that Perth County breakfast or whatever. Yeah, toast. I had scrambled eggs, bacon, home fries. Yeah, standard, probably like Saturday morning kind of breakfast if you were to have like a full-fledged breakfast kind of thing. Yeah, it was alright. And coffee came with it, so yeah. I just followed what was on the gift card. I won it from work for doing a word search puzzle. And then was entered into a draw, and I was like one of the 4 people that won the draw, the gift card. So to celebrate National Ag Day, or I didn't know this was a thing. But I don't really pass up word search puzzles, especially if it's just generically hanging around. So, yep. That was all good. It's not what I usually eat from that diner, but I just did something different today, so that's alright. Said something different. I just showed the gift card, and it was all good. Had my name on it and everything, so just so it went to the correct person, etc. I think it could have been like an older gift card. The date, the issue date was kind of blacked out with marker, but yeah. It didn't have a name on it. I think it was just like a gift card kind of. So it covered the cost of that menu item anyway. So she took the gift card when I just sat at the counter, and yeah, I just left after I was done eating. So because it had technically been covered because of that gift card. So, but I just wanted to verify that, yeah, I had left and had clarified that I was the one who had the gift card. So all good. It was nice. A nice gesture for just doing a word search and being entered into a draw at work. But yeah. Yeah, we have to be extra diligent at my full-time job because it's like raw egg before it gets processed or dried. So yeah, we have to be sanitizing constantly and very careful what we do to minimize product contamination or moisture once the product is dried. So yeah, we have to be extra diligent. Yeah, and oh yeah, we clean regularly. We maintain the work environment, keep it clean, tidy at all times. Yeah, you have to, even if it's egg powder, clean that stuff up and sanitize. Yeah, because egg just that has been dried and gets wet again and just sits, hardens on the floor and starts to smell, starts to go bad if it's not refrigerated. So, or kept under an acceptable temperature. Think anything under, it has to be kept under 4 degrees Celsius. But yet, we don't keep it stored, keep the liquid egg stored for long periods of time. It's usually dried within a couple days after it has been pasteurized. So, oh yeah, the egg gets pasteurized and then we dry it, which technically cooks it, like kills the bacteria. Well, I think pasteurization does that, kind of preserves it to be transported for storage, and then me drying it in our dryer for future consumption, packaging and reconsumption via the customer. And powdered egg lasts longer than that of liquid egg and is easier to store, etc., for a longer period of time, because you just add water and it's basically egg again, liquid egg again. So it's versatile for bakeries and stuff, which we send, which is one of our major customers. It's for bakery applications, where you need eggs in food for ingredients. Yeah. Oh yeah. take food safety pretty seriously. Just having a clean environment all the time is way easier than having to deal with something, a major recall or issue like that hitting the market. Yeah, it's just not good for anybody. If run into those kind of problems, it's just easier to streamline production and cleaning within a fairly tight turnaround loop kind of thing. Once I'm done production, I'm starting CIPs and of the silo, the storage silo, which had the liquid egg stored in it, refrigerated, of course, cooled to maintain the under 4-degree temperature threshold. Any higher and the egg would start going bad. So yeah, the egg is refrigerated until it's dried, until you get to under 1,000 liters in the silo. Then yeah, the cooling turns off, but you're basically still drying at that point. So it doesn't just sit in a warm environment for very long. Maybe a couple hours at the most. It's a continuous draining of the silo while it's getting dried, as to maintain the line pressure that feeds to the nozzle at the top of the dryer in order to drop the liquid egg into the drying chamber to make it a powder. Yeah, so it's kind of a continuous cycle. The egg is always moving and there's minimal contact with the liquid egg. It's transported pipe-wise and stuff to the silos, and yeah, it's very seldomly touched or contacted. So it's fairly safe material to work with, but yeah, you kind of have to be on your toes for the transport, and yeah, pasteurization processes and drying processes to make sure, yeah, you're just getting product into the boxes and not on the floor or leaking from the nozzle. Yeah, just easier if it's dried and in a much safer form than just being a liquid egg. So, but yeah, basically a summary of food safety there. Yeah, fairly streamlined process, but yeah, you still just don't fool around with that much liter capacity of, like, this is tens of thousands of liters per load tanker full of liquid egg. Yeah, you don't mess with that stuff. High volume like that. Okay, seed, I missed an O, number 6. Okay. But yeah, I've just heard recall stuff and the whole, seen that Christmas tree already decorated and turned on one night. Some guy just like recorded it on TikTok and he was just losing it in a park or something, in a city or something. And you're just like, this is way too early. Have some respect or whatever. I feel exactly the same way, but I don't think we have Remembrance Day banners of soldiers who fought in World War II, like who lived in this area where I am. So yeah, those went up pretty early. I'd rather see that than a Christmas wreath or something up at this point. That's just me, but yeah, yet again, as I said, staff who work for like a town or a city have to be able to decorate the area safely, like a downtown core or trees safely, but just don't turn the lights on. Or yeah, that's all I'm saying. So, but anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors, and I put Conquer and Pacer website links down below in the description, and if you subscribe or hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I post about kitted up canvas, like start photo, quick section completion updates. If I finish the section, take a picture, diamond painting company, what's happening in the section, la-di-da, la-di-da. And finished photo, all sections completed. It's kind of a photo journal as I go along. It hasn't been for every single canvas I've completed. Because I have posted on YouTube. But I also posted on Facebook, but I no longer have social media, so just, yeah. Just update on YouTube now. So, but anyway, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.